Hello, teacher candidates of awesomeness. This is your friendly neighborhood practicum facilitator, Charmaine Brown, with a word or two or five for you as you head into your first practicum placement. Yay! So excited for you. This is the best ever. This is where you're going to do your real learning, when you're bringing all the things that you've been doing and experiencing in your courses and bring it to life with those learners. It's going to be amazing because there is nothing better than the magic in the classroom. So to help you prepare for that, I have brought along the Charmaine Brown book of all things practicum. And I'm going to read from the scriptures right now for you. The first thing that you need to remember, let me just get to the right page, is you need to be prepared. That means get your things in order with your family in terms of childcare, transportation, your health. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. And if you want a good one, email me. I will send you the best because I only give you top shelf. Okay? Make sure that you're sleeping. Don't change your sleep patterns because you're in practicum. Make sure you're getting enough sleep so that you can be fresh and refreshed for your learners every single day. So you have all that high energy that you need to have. The other thing you need to remember is that you have support. You have support of your faculty advisors whose role is to cheer you on 100% and make sure that you have everything that you need to be fully successful. So make sure that you're accessing them. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling confused, if you're not sure, if you've got that bubbly feeling inside and you're not sure if it's the right feeling, then reach out to them and they'll help you deconstruct that and to think that through that and reflect upon that. So use your faculty advisors for anything. And if you just want to tell them what an awesome lesson you've had, they want to hear that too. So make sure you share. And of course, you can always share with me too because I love to hear good news stories. All right. Know that I'm here to support you. And your associate teachers are there to support. And their role is to mentor and to guide you. So remember, their feedback, don't take it personally. Take it professionally and reflect upon it in terms of how is this going to make me a better person? How is this going to make me a better co-leader in the classroom? How's that going to make me better as an educator? How's that going to make me better as a colleague? Just always think about how is what they're saying and sharing with me, this constructive feedback, making me a better teacher. The other thing we need to remember from the practicum scriptures is attendance. If you are away from your practicum for any reason, illness, doctor's appointment, emergency, you must make up that day. So it's important to stay in your placement for the entire day that you're supposed to be there. But if you have to be away, if you are ill and you need to take a day, then you will need to make up that day on your own time. So that would happen after the practicum is ended, even though I think you're going all the way to the end. I can't remember now. But we'll have to make up that time. So it's really important that you stay in practicum as best as you can. But if you are going to be away, you must email your associate teacher. You must email your faculty advisor. Just have to CC them on the same email. Please email me as well as Miriam so that we are just aware of your absence and we're keeping track of it. And the reason why we're keeping track, not because we're all up in your business. It's more that if there is an issue with your AT around attendance, then we have that information. If you don't share that information with us and then your associate teacher speaks to your faculty advisor about attendance, then they're broadsided and then we won't know how to support you. So it's best if we know that information up front so that if it's ever needed, we can support you in that. So attendance, important, and let us know if you're going to be away. The next thing in our scriptures is to review the Practicum Handbook. So the Practicum Handbook is on the Practicum Information and Forms shared Google Drive. That's where you will access it. Download a copy so it's available to you. Go through the section around practice teaching so you understand what the expectations are in terms of the amount of time that you're teaching, what's expected of you in terms of subject matter, etc. And know that there's wiggle room within that, right? Because we have to work within the needs of your associate teacher and the learners in your classroom. So read your handbook and refer to it often. And I know your faculty advisors have gone through that with you during your learning session recently. The other thing in our scriptures is professionalism. always key to be professional. That is in your dress, but more importantly, in your mannerisms and how you act, react, and interact with not just the learners, not just your associate teacher, but all the other members of the staff in your school. So whether that's a volunteer, whether that's an EA, whether that's a DECE, whether that's a caretaker, whether that's a child and youth worker, regardless of who it is, or another student in another class, how you act, react, and interact is going to be monitored. It's really important that you wear your smile, that you're a positive role model, that you're a positive presence within the hallways of the school, and making sure to address people appropriately, coming on time, being there ahead of time, staying after school, signing in at the office, all of those protocol pieces that I know you've been practicing over your observation participation days. Continue that, but it's going to be looked upon differently now that you're in your block. The other thing is around professionalism is technology, the use of technology. So as you know, there is a new policy from the ministry around the use of technology. And so schools, teachers, and administrators are a little bit hypersensitive and hypervigilant about teacher use of technology. Because if the students cannot use it, then the teacher shouldn't be in the classroom using it either, unless they're using it for learning purposes. So it's really important that you do not use your technology unless it is specific to the learning of the students at the moment. So keep that away. If you need to access your personal device, make sure you're doing that during your breaks and that it's not in the hallways, that it's done privately, because that has become an issue, and we want to make sure that that isn't an issue for you and that isn't something that is shared upon in your summative evaluation. So just be mindful of the professionalism around tech use. The other piece is around job action. So as you know, we are in a work to rule situation now, coming up on November the 26th. So during your practicum, you will be in a work to rule situation. Please use your associate teacher as the model in terms of what you can and cannot be doing. You should not be doing anything that a teacher is not doing. So if someone in the school, an administrator, asks you to do a role that the teachers are not doing due to work to rule, please do not take on that role. Just politely decline that. And I don't anticipate that to happen, but just in case, just be mindful of those pieces. Stay away from any conversations, discussions, opinion giving around the work to rule. There's a lot of political aspects to it that you may not be privy to at this point in your career. And so it's always best to just stay neutral in those conversations, in those arenas. And as we have been, the Practicum office will keep you informed of anything that you need to be aware of as when and if things progress, which we do not anticipate during your block. And then our last piece of information from the scriptures here is around Practicum 2. So people are already interested, where am I going, Practicum 2? You're just about to start your practice teaching, you already want to know where you want to go. But I get it. The fact is I have no idea. Because no one's gotten back to me yet. So we're still going through that process. That is not unusual in this case. We do anticipate that many will come through before the winter break, the Christmas break. And so the plan is to give out as much information as we can by that point for those boards that do respond back. But we do anticipate that many of you will not know your placement until probably a few days before you start your Practicum 2. So know that might be the case, and I know that's problematic in terms of childcare and making arrangements with families, but unfortunately that is just the nature of the beast that we're working with when it's out of our hands and it's in the hands of placement offices and the various partner boards that we're with. But know that we will keep you fully informed. As soon as we know, we will let you know, I promise you, and you will get that email letting you know the details and how to get in contact with your new associate teacher. But for now, what I want you to do is to focus on those learners, focus on your lesson planning, just enjoy this process. Know that we are cheering you on every way, shape, or form, and we know you're going to do great things. Keep the focus on the learners, and you will do great things for them. We are here to support, so reach out when you need to, and I know Heather's going to be doing Community Circle with you, which I love Community Circle. So know that I am there watching, and I'm there amongst you, even though I'm here at York. So thanks so much for all that you're doing. I'm so proud of you and so excited for you. Have a great practicum and stay in touch. Bye.